Hello and welcome to the Kindred Essence Tarot and to my latest reading, which is on, has anybody put a love spell or any other type of spell on you? So let's see what comes up. So has anybody put spells on you, like a love spell or any other type of spell? We'll see what comes up with that prompt. So pile number, choose one of the piles, pile number 1, 2, 3, or 4. Let's get started. Pile number 1, has anybody put a love spell on you? We've got the 4 of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the 8 of Swords. So this feels like a very vindictive spell. And that's the first word, is vindictive. If this person may have put an actual spell on you, but it's something, and I immediately got that before I even touched the 8 of Swords. They feel like they feel that you were sort of powerful, very powerful, and had too much abundance. So something about, when I see this guy, I always think about abundance. So it's almost like this person wanted to get in the way, either your financial or your emotional health, because you didn't want what they had in some respects, whether it's relationally or financially. And they see you as this powerful person and they wanted to bind you. That's what I got, some way. And what I'm hearing is this person may have actually gone to the trouble and done a spell. And I'm hearing if they did that, they've had some severe justice for that, is what I'm hearing, is that they had some real justice for that. But they may have just put energy without being a spell, just wanting to control you in some way. It seems like they feel you're this powerful, probably a woman, because the Queen of Wands is a queen, but it's sort of like they feel that you just sort of you went within, and they were not happy about how something went, is what I'm hearing. They weren't happy with how something went. And it's almost like this person has become like a comic villain, or you actually think this person's comical, because they may be very narcissistic, they try to bind you in some way with the devil. But I'm hearing this person, however bad their intentions are, the worse it gets for them. Okay, wow. So I got justice. It's not a karmic reading, but 5 of Pentacles and 3 of Swords. It's almost like the worse they are towards you in terms of how bad the energy they put towards you is, the more that they are getting justice and karma, and judgment, and I've got judgment. So yeah, it's a huge justice and victory. And the more, actually, it's almost like the more energy, I'm hearing the more energy they put on you, the more abundance. It's almost like it's comical, this person trying to stop you in some. So I'm hearing too, it could be a spell, but the person may try to control you in some other physical, I'm getting they may have tried to control you in a physical realm. Like maybe if you have a restaurant, they may have given you a bad review. I don't know where that comes up, but the more justice they'll have for them, right? The more justice, and then it's the more the universe will reject what they want, and the more they try and put this energy on you, the more bound they will be, is what I'm hearing. So yeah, it's pretty much like they wanna bind you, and I'm hearing an image of a lasso. Like it's like they want to tie you down, is what I'm hearing. They really want to. You know, when there's in the Wild West, there's like a tattoo, and they want to hold you in their cold, steamy hands, or whatever, their cold, clammy hands, or what have you. They really want to control you. That's what I get. They really want to control you. And it's almost like, okay, Ace of Swords, it's sort of like, if that does, it's like I'm hearing that they have all these they don't want you, it's sort of like they don't want you to do what you're doing, or have goals that they're just very unhappy with something. And it's sort of like the more they can't control you, the more aggressive they get. And I'm hearing spells is sort of one thing that they could have done. But it's sort of like, yeah, one thing they could have done. And we've got 7 of Cups with all these options. Like, it's sort of like it's sort of like, this seems like a scattered perpetrator that goes from one to the next to one to the next of basically ways to control you. And it's like the King of Wands is kind of like an aggressive energy. They may have aggressively gossiped or maybe even put a mean comment underneath your video or something. But it's kind of like the more that they try and do this, the more that it doesn't end well for them. And it's almost like the more, it's kind of like the sunk fallacy, the more, whatever that's called, that psychological terms, the more that they do this, the more they're out of commission. So it's like they may have, I'm hearing also driven by your house. They may have driven by your house, like just something, and then, yeah, driven by your house, and I've got the Eight of Wands, somebody driving by, somebody on that motorcycle, you see that motorcycle? So it's sort of like, yeah, but it's sort of like, almost they want to get information to, like, and it's almost like God knows how they justify this. But it's very weird energy, actually. But I'm going to get out of it now. That's pile number 1. Now let's go to pile number 2. Has somebody put a love spell or some other spell on you? Let's see, what kind of spells or something, energies have been put on you? Knight of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Ten of Cups. So I'm hearing that, yes, there's some sort of, yeah, that's immediately what I heard is yes, but they're kind of really the green. I think I almost feel like a witch when I feel this, a bad witch. There's good witches, of course, right? But it's sort of like, let me move this camera back. It's sort of like this person, I'm hearing this person say, I want this person and no one else. I want this person, it's almost giving me O.J. Simpson vibe. Like this person is kind of staring. Yeah, that's what comes to mind, O.J. Simpson vibe. And this person has to be with me or else no one can have them. So it feels like a really possessive stalker, somebody you've been with or somebody you haven't. I'm hearing it could go either way. Somebody you've been with or somebody that you haven't. And either way, they're just really, it's like you see this person, they're eyeing this person. It's sort of like they can't have you be with anyone other than them. They basically, they can't have you be with anyone other than them. And it's sort of like, and it keeps on giving me O.J. Simpson vibes. And if they can't, then there has to be something to pay. So let's see, I'm going to see, what have they done magically or energetically? I'm hearing manifestation magic. They've done some like magic to get you back in their life. Enemy. And it's sort of like they vacillate between thinking you're the enemy and misfortune. Okay, so this is misfortune, the Tower, enemy. So they vacillate between, interesting, it's like they vacillate between wanting you in their life and wanting bad things to happen to you. And I'm hearing that this person only gives bad gifts. You've wised up to who this person is. You've absolutely wised up to this person. They're like, it's sort of like they're a low quality person who's frivolous, a pleasure seeker. They don't have a lot of good qualities. And it's a general reading, but that's kind of just the general energy. It's kind of like an O.J. Simpson energy, like I said before, but sort of like I'm almost feeling poisonous gifts. But I'm hearing this person, it's like they did manifestation spells to almost get you back in their life, or they really want you back in their life. But it's sort of like, if that doesn't happen, it's like, okay, this is what I'm hearing. Number 1, when manifestation spells, whatever that form that takes, to get you back in their life. But if that doesn't work, then they'll do spells. And they may have already done it, or either spells or energies to want, or even wishing misfortune on you. And, let's see, cheerfulness and joy. Wow. Joyfulness and cheerfulness. So what I'm hearing is that this person, they're not a very joyful or cheerful person, and they're very kind of miserable and complaining type person. So it's sort of like the joyfulness and cheerfulness. What about joyfulness and cheerfulness and despair? So this person feels a lot of despair, and it's almost like they've put a target on you as the only person who can make their despair go away, which makes no sense. Sigh and merchant. And I'm hearing you may be in a situation that's so much better, or moving forward to a situation that's so much better, but they just can't have that. It's kind of like, it's got the energy of, if I can't have you, no one will. O.J. Simpson vibes. You know, of course, you know what happened to O.J. Simpson, right? He got off, but I mean, I think it's pretty obvious. So yeah, like, they don't want you to be with somebody else, and it's almost like, if you aren't with them, no one else can be. And yeah, I'm hearing, yeah, they'll kind of escalate if they don't, if their manifestation spells, or and I don't know why I'm seeing an image of like a pickle, and I don't know much about spells, but I'm seeing like a jar magic. So that could be, I think, trapping somebody. So if they can't magnetize, I'm hearing the word a magnet spell, it magnetizes you towards them. It's like trapping you in a jar, like as an olive. I don't know why. I don't know if olives are made with any spell. Maybe that's why I got the green. But it's sort of like, yeah, it's like, oh, and something shot up. 6 of Pentacles. It's sort of like this person, they want you to give them something that they should give themselves. It's like they have this weird hole in themselves, and they think that only you can, it's like only you can fill the hole, and they have this idea that only you can fill the hole within them and give them what they need, whoever this is, right? It could be, I'm hearing for someone, it actually be a family member, but it's more likely a romantic interest, but it's, yeah, more likely. And then I got the Knight of Cups. So Knight of Cups, it's sort of like they'll vacillate between, if you don't give them what they want, which you can't really give them what they want because they're kind of disturbed and messed up, is what I mean. But if you don't respond to their romantic overtures to have them in your life, this kind of feels a little scary. Trigger warning, but it feels a little scary. But if you don't respond to their romantic overtures and give them what they want, they're going to attack you with a Knight of Swords energy. They're going to attack you with words, spells, a jar. I'm hearing jar, something, or even freezer spells, anything that traps your energy. If, first of all, they want to magnetize you back into their life, or maybe you've never even been in their life, but it's so that you can't, if you're not almost, it's like they almost see you as a childlike person that they can control, not the woman that you are. And if they don't, yeah, they'll escalate to trapping type spells. First magnetizing, and if they can't magnetize you through whatever means, then it's like they'll escalate to the energy of trapping you. Yeah, kind of disconcerting. Really kind of not a... And then Justice. I'm getting Justice and Knight of Swords. So this person could actually... I'm hearing they may even have trouble with the law. They might be... I'm hearing they're cruising for a bruising. And cruising for a bruising. In various areas of their life. And it's almost like it could be a sociopathic, controlling person. Not always. But it's sort of like cruising for a bruising. Then we've got the Chariot and 5 of Wands. They're going into danger, but if they don't stop their behavior, it's like the universe will stop them. You can be assured of that. They're going to try and expand, but they will in fact be trapped. Oh wait, that was pile number 2. Pile number 3. They're going to put a spell on you, like a love spell or some other spell. Let's see what else. High Priestess. I'm remembering that this person really, it's like they're really dark and ominous first, and they really don't want people to know what they're up to, like really, with the High Priestess. 2 of Wands, it's like they're kind of brewing different, so they really, that's what I'm getting, they don't want people to know what they're up to. 9 of Cups and 3 of Pentacles. So, I'm just kind of getting a vibe of somebody in an ivory, like, I don't know why I hear ivory, some sort of tower, who's macinating and coming up with ideas and sort of festering. They're kind of like festering in this kind of dark energy, and they're kind of like, what should I do with this person? And it's sort of like, they're kind of, I'm hearing voodoo even. They could have like a doll of you, and it's like they're attacking your very essence. Like, it's like, I'm seeing like a pin, and I'm not saying for all, because it's all, but one of the things is like a voodoo, like, it's like they have I'm seeing this image of a pinprick, and then taking a picture of you or a doll, and then just it's sort of like this person feels like they want to attack your health or something like that. And Queen of Swords, so it's almost, this is what I see, this is you, Queen of Swords. You put up your boundaries with this person, and they're kind of festering, and they're putting, and I'm hearing that come hither spells. Like I don't see a thing is I don't know. I'm not like that familiar with witchcraft, but it's sort of like they've got this like, oh, come to me. They've got come to me spells, and then poking. I see this image of somebody like voodoo, like poking a doll, like a rendition of you, and poking it with like knives. It's almost like it's really creepy. It's like a doll. It's like they have a rendition or a picture, either a picture or a doll of you, and it's kind of like they. I don't know. I get hearing. I want to keep this YouTube friendly, but I'm hearing kind of if they have a picture of you, you may want to energetically cut them off because, like, they may be kind of directing, shall we say, inappropriate amorous thoughts towards you that you may not want them, or may not want you to have, or you may want them to have. But it's sort of like they've got some picture or doll, some replica of you that they're kind of doing stuff to it in various ways, or thinking or directing energies towards it. And let's get some more information. Now these piles are pretty creepy, but wonderful anxiety. So it's sort of like they're essentially they're kind of anxiety and stupid. Interesting. I'm hearing they may wonder if you know or not, or like with the stupid fear, and they may fear that you find out. It's almost, that's what I got they're getting. It's kind of like they really need their secrecy, and they don't want to be naked, as in they don't want to tell anybody, they don't want anybody to know about this. And I'm hearing for some, they may, and this is kind of, I don't know how many, but it's sort of like they may have hired a practitioner. I heard that in some cases, but okay, 11, 12. And I'm hearing that, yeah, conform. And they want you to conform to something. So they may have kind of gotten desperate and gone to a practitioner, this person. And you may know, I'm hearing some of you may have an idea who this is. Some of them no. And you're kind of weary of this person. And they're kind of somebody who doesn't leave, somebody who always plays the victim, somebody who's just kind of always made you feel bad for them, for somebody who's just somebody you don't feel safe with, who almost feels like things are a game and you just don't feel safe with this person. It's like they have like this dark, ominous energy around them. And basically, this person, they're basically they're essentially, it's like they're taking your name in. There's something about they're doing some sort of intrusion into your energy field. And like I said, yeah, it could be the doll, it could be the picture, but it's some sort of intrusion into your energy field, and they don't want you to know about it. They don't want you to know about it, and it's sort of like, it's kind of a deep, dark secret for them, or it's kind of a lot of secrety energy. And I'm hearing for some, it could be like a secret coven, but it's just the general, I'm trying to say, is like the general looming secretive energy. And yeah, it's kind of like let's see what else. Yeah, magician. They really want to feel powerful. They really want to gain their power. So it's something they're doing. It's like they're doing it secretly, but they're really trying to somehow gain power through whatever they're doing, right? It's like I'm being brought to look at basically, and they're studying you, right? It's kind of like this behind the Three of Pentacles. It's sort of like they're kind of looking at you and trying to study your weakness, and just, it's like, yeah, I keep on getting to have a name and likeness of you that they're using, and it's sort of like they've got like an energetic imprint of you through a picture or a voodoo doll. So you may want to do like a protection or a right back at you spell, like whatever they do, whatever you would do to counteract sort of somebody who has your name and likeness, and they're really trying to gain some power, right? This person does not have good boundaries. And I keep on seeing a pin, so that would show like a voodoo doll and like a pin, right? It's like, and I'm hearing New Orleans or New Orleans type of magic. Like this is just, I just see this image of this person behind this candle, and it's just, it's like, it's almost like it's hard for me to even get the energy because it's so secretive. It's so it's really kind of feels ugly habit. It's like this person has an ugly habit of doing this. If they've done this energy that they've put towards you with their likeness, intertwining with your likeness, it feels really kind of an ugly energy. It's like it become this ugly habit for them, or this person. It's an ugly habit what they're doing to you, or this person has a lot of ugly habits, like could be addiction or just really ugly, dark. Like maybe watching too much. I don't want to use the word, but too much of amorous videos on the internet, we'll say. And so, watching those kind of too much of it, just going over a little bit excessively. So it just feels kind of devilish and dark is how I feel it is. And yeah, so definitely, it's almost like you need something to send back at them. I'd say I'd say cut the cords, but it's almost like that doesn't really. It feels like cutting the cords doesn't really work. It's almost more putting a really strong, fiery protection against this person, and then a mirror to send something back. Like something needs to be done beyond. In most cases, something needs to be done beyond the cord cutting. But yeah, because this person, it's just like, I'm hearing you really want to get out of this energy field. You really don't want this person sending this energy. It feels nasty, for lack of a better words. And it's sort of like they need to stop it. And if they don't stop it, it feels like it needs something strong against them. Something really, a mirror spell, a really powerful mirror spell to send back what they're doing. A karma spell, something beyond cord cutting, because cord cutting may not cut it. Yeah, it's cord cutting may not cut it. Anyway, that's all we've got for pun number 3. Let's go to pun number 4. Has someone put a love spell or another type of spell on you? 10 of Pentacles. I'm hearing could be your family. It could be something about wealth. With 10 of Pentacles. 3 of Cups. Slipping something in your drink, maybe. With family. Page of Swords. Somebody who's really catty. And then, interesting, Page of Wands. Or there's maybe somebody who, it's interesting, who you may know is a terrible parent. If it's not your family, it might be somebody who's really treacherous. Like really treacherous and untrustworthy. And there are 10 of Pentacles. And they're treacherous. They have no trouble I'm hearing this person has no shame and they have no morals. Like they slip something in a person's drink. If there was like a will or something, right? They'd have no trouble, what do you call it? Perpetrating insurance fraud. Or not insurance, but like inheritance fraud or some sort of fraud. They'd have no trouble. This person almost feels mildly sociopathic, somebody who would do anything to get ahead. But it could be somebody in your family or something about, because 10 of Pentacles is about family and wealth. Waiting. It's almost like this person impatient and they want what they want now. They want to be in control. If it's a family, it could even be a work situation or some situation that they want to be, and they're a foe. They're definitely a foe. So I'm hearing if this person could be somebody who's not sending a spell and they're just quite treacherous in general, and their actions without a spell are quite treacherous. But it could be somebody who's either that, where they don't have any magical experience. They really just cook up schemes that are destructive towards other people. So it could be that, somebody who just cooks up schemes. But it could also be somebody who's who really takes the craft seriously. I'm hearing, and they've really gotten into it as a way to increase their power. Like they've kind of, it could be somebody who's really gone overboard. Like they could even have joined an organization or have help from other people. But either way, they've really gone the extra length. So this person, they almost feel like they're dedicated to evil. That's what I'm hearing. They're not dedicated to good. They're it's like they're dedicated to being the most lowest of integrity people in this life that they can possibly be. Super terrible, sweetheart, melody. And it's sort of like this person, okay, I'm hearing this person's the type that would fake an accident in order to get insurance money, like so like fraudulent, right? Or even with priests, it's like they'd almost, if they could get away with it, they're almost like killed or unalive to get what they want, and then money. They've got money. So yeah, it's interesting because the first was 10 of Pentacles. So it could be somebody who's doing something really shady with, like, with money, right? Wanting to get your money or make things or like sort of some sort of I keep on getting like a inheritance or money. They're trying to with old woman. It's kind of like they'll take from the elderly. They'll do whatever. And you may have caught on about this person. So you may want to do, what I'm hearing, you may want to do some energy and spells back. But I'm hearing that if this person could be just their plans that are dark and nefarious, so they could have gone the extra mile and basically, they could basically, what was I saying? I can't, okay, what was I saying? Yeah, they would do anything. They could be really dedicated. And like just to get their money, like this seems really like a money oriented person. I got that hesitation, but they may hesitate to do, because I'm hearing that this person, like I said, they're really unethical. Their only fear is getting caught, and it could be a woman. I kept, but it could be a man as well. This is a general collective reading, or it could be a woman they're taking advantage of. They think of things as a game, so sociopathic, but. Yeah, if they do magic, it's sort of diabolical to get their own aims met. So I'm hearing, use your intuition to deal with this person. Do not trust this person. If you know who this person is, you know. Do not trust them. They're treacherous. They're not constant. They're treacherous. They're very treacherous. And you could not trust this person with anything, with your child, with your pet, with your goldfish. I'm hearing you can't even trust this person with your goldfish. They're just inherently untrustworthy in so many different areas. And yeah, and I'm hearing it's hard sometimes for people to catch on, because I'm hearing most people aren't like this person. This is it's like they're kind of an anomaly, right? They're an anomaly who's really but not in a good way. There can be an anomaly, right? So it's almost like this person. You got the Page of Swords, Page of Wands. This person can have like 2 kids or something, or you may be one of their kids, or like I said, it could be like an aunt or an uncle or someone in your family, like a extended relative, or family-in-law, right? Someone who married into the family, who has 2 kids, or is really like a Page of Swords and Page of Wands. It could also indicate really somebody who is like spiritually and spiritually and spiritually immature, psychologically immature, spiritually immature. So just an ugly kind of immoral, untrustworthy energy. But okay, if they are doing spells, what kind are they doing? Because I'm hearing, it could just be their plans are so diabolical they don't even need spells. But if they are Seven of Pentacles, it's like they don't like to wait. They don't like to wait for anything. And it's sort of like the king, they like to be the king, and whatever they can do it with words. But what spells? Okay, okay, speeding up spells, right? I'm hearing speeding, like something that speeds things up or makes things go their way. What other spells could they be doing? Like something that messes with people's emotions and makes them do things that they don't want to do. So like a sort of a free will interfering with spell, like something that sort of gets into people's heads and sort of makes them with the strength, makes them do things don't want to do. So I'm hearing this could actually be a pretty dark. And if you look at the stone here, right, it's very. And I'm not dissing the stone, but it feels really, really treacherous. So it's sort of like they're treacherous, and they'll do whatever it is to get their aim. So magic could be part of that. Could be part and parcel of that. But it's something that anything that twists people's will, like there's spells like that, right? That twist people's wills to do what they want. High priestess, which is definitely about a magician, or a spiritual practitioner card. And for something else, I'm hearing something that causes conflict for others, something that messes other people up, or brings people to their knees. I'm hearing and creates chaos in their life to the point they're just kind of like they kind of go in the wrong direction. So just a really chaos causing energy, bad magical energy, if you will. So yeah, that's what we've got. I think we've gone through all the piles now. I just love these beautiful stones. They're like my collection of stones. Anyway, so that's what we've got. I hope you have a terrific day. All right. Bye-bye.